just never knew how to tell you.
I would be able to talk about my life.
I ever loved a vodka.
I have 2 moms. You want me to say it out loud?
All right, let's do this. You ready for this?
Ready, baby. This is my baby here. Catch anything on this?
My name is Wade Gale. I live in San Diego, California. I'm out here with my best friend Megan.
And we're gonna shred the gnar.
Shred the gnar. We're gonna go surf. I've been 4 times before, and today's gonna be my 5th, lucky number 5 for me. So we're gonna go out there, tear it up, and hopefully I'm gonna get good enough that I can surf with the big boys. I feel like everybody up in the parking lot's looking at me. A little nervous about the water being really cold. Surfing's just another challenge to overcome in my life, just like so many other challenges in my life. Surfing is just more than just getting on a board and riding a wave. Kind of an escape from things, but a healthy escape from things.
He says, no toil nor labor fear, but with joy wend your way. Though hard
I was born in Seoul, South Korea, July 8th, 1975. I was abandoned at a police station in a basket.
grace shall be day by
6 months later, I was adopted by a white and Mormon family in Utah.
we have a day.
I knew that my parents loved me. They tried to raise me the best they could.
And we can trust him to grow.
This is a book that my mom did for each one of the kids that kind of has pictures of us growing up, poems. This is something that I wrote. And it says, some things I would like to do when I am older. I want to go to the temple someday and get married and go be in a movie and be a good father. My earliest memory of the Mormon church is going to church every Sunday. It's not a very clear memory because it was such a common occurrence for our family to go to church, to the Mormon church every single Sunday. The church was really important for me at that time. I was always looking, I guess, for something to fill a void. The earliest time I can remember about coming to the realization of being gay, I guess, in retrospect, is when I was 10 years old, praying to God not to make me gay. I was raised with the Mormon belief that being gay was an abomination, that it was a sin, and that you're going to go to hell. I was gay, and I didn't feel that it was, I felt hypocritical to be teaching a message of moral values when I felt that what I was dealing with emotionally was immoral. I remember getting off the airplane when I came home early from my mission, and there was a huge look of disappointment. My mom wouldn't look at me. I finally just told her, yeah, I'm gay, and she started to cry. And she started hitting her chest. I've always known, deep down in my heart, I've always known. I want my mom to be proud of me. I want her to see that gay people can be good people. By that time, I was smoking, then I started drinking. I was driving my mom crazy. I was depressing her. So I had my dad drop me off in Salt Lake City at the Greyhound bus station. I had $200 in my pocket, and I came to San Diego. I used to want to get plastic surgery probably from the time I was younger till up about 26 years old, where I wanted to change my facial features to make myself look like that Ken doll. Being Asian when I was growing up wasn't a huge thing. It wasn't something that I really focused or paid attention to. It's because I was surrounded by so many white people where I grew up, but for a long time I thought I was white anyways. We were on a high school seminary retreat playing Truth or Dare, and I asked a girl that I had liked for my whole life why she didn't like me the way I liked her, and that's when she said, "It's because I don't find Asians attractive," and that's the first time I realized what being ugly was. Sometimes I wonder where gay Asian men fit in the whole picture in the gay community, because sometimes I don't feel like we fit anywhere. Sometimes I feel very confident about the way I look, the way I feel, and then there's times when I just don't know. It makes me feel really ugly, again. I guess when I get in my head, I get in my head, and it's really hard to get out of it. Wanted to get a brow put in so my eyes would be more deep and set, and get a nose job to make it a little bit bigger, so I could be more Caucasian. Yeah. I like my lips though, I've always liked my lips. Raving started for me back in '95 when I first started hearing the music. Went to my first rave, started doing ecstasy. And I remember that I had found what I was looking for in life, that sense of release, that escape. And I came home from that on cloud 9 and thought, wow, I've got to do this again. Through being a raver, I got to experience a lot of drugs, mescaline, cocaine, crystal meth. This is like a good before and after. This is way before he's on drugs, before he got all cracked out. I look like I've aged like 20 years. The bags under my eyes, the wrinkles around the mouth. My lips even look funny. I was candy flipping is what it's called when you're doing ecstasy and acid at the same time. Towards the end of the night, I was on K. I would spend about $400 at each rave. I would spend my whole paycheck there on drugs, the party, water. This one rave, I bought a vial of acid, which is about 100 hits of acid. I did 3 drops in each eye, drank up to a quarter of that vial. Did about 6 hits of ecstasy, about at least a half gram of K. Did another 4 to 5 hits of ecstasy, smoked 2 bowls of marijuana, another quarter vial of acid. I had a big group of friends and they always knew that I had the best E because I was taking it and I was always rolling the hardest. So they started asking me, where can I get it? And I started showing them who the dealer was. And eventually the dealer asked me, you should come work for me. Dealing drugs started off really awesome because I was making a lot of money and doing lots of drugs. But as things started to progress, I remember constantly going, I need to get out. I need to get out. I don't know how to get out of this. After I got out of jail and making a solemn vow to never do drugs again, 2 days later I was smoking crystal meth again. My emotional bottom was when I realized that I couldn't do this anymore. I'm turning 30 years old. What have I done with my life? I'm an alcoholic. I'm I've not accomplished any of the dreams that I wanted. I've been a failure on every level. I'm a total loser. I'm a convicted felon. I can't even go on dates with people because I feel like I have to tell them, hey, I'm a felon. How many people want to date a felon? I don't know. I don't know anybody really. And then to tell them I'm a drug addict, alcoholic. My life was going nowhere. I've been trying to get sober since 2001. In that time period, I had 3 major relapses and then 2 30-day relapses. I have been sober since January 10th, 2005.
I'm working a spiritual program of recovery. And it's so far different from growing up Mormon. Today I have a higher power that's very, very personal to me, that I think takes a personal investment in me. Sometimes I question it, I'll be honest. But in the end, I do know that my spiritual path is what's keeping me sober. I always like to say people find God in whatever way that they need to. Through alcoholism, drug addiction. That's how I found God.
I met Marvin about 3.5, 4 years ago. He was more animated than I was, and he wasn't a drug addict. I never really thought of it more than just like, oh, this is competition, another Asian that I have to compete against in the San Diego gay market. Hi. Hey. We just developed instantly a relationship that turned into a really good friendship.
Now watch Marvin eat kimchi. Ooh, it's so skilled.
I know that before he met me, he didn't have, I think he said he didn't really have any Asian friends, didn't understand, some of Korean culture or any of it. And so we talked a lot about that.
I think the reason why I was so comfortable with Marvin is because he was so comfortable with himself. I don't know if you've ever seen a Japanese cartoon, but it's like Marvin would be like the Japanese cartoon.
We look like we're opposite twins, because I'm wearing black and you're wearing white.
Totally.
So like, I'm the evil twin and you're like the good twin.
He was Asian and he was proud to be Asian. He was going out there and putting it out there. I always tried to make myself look like somebody else, more white, more anything else. And Marvin had his own individuality that I fed off of that, and because I desperately wanted to have that individuality.
He definitely became more comfortable in his own skin. Basically, when he goes out now, he glows, he's radiant, and he's able just to be himself in any situation.
Marvin, I love you.
Come on. We're at Dutch Touch right now in El Cajon, and we're going to start talking a little bit about what we're going to get done on my tattoo.
So you want, this is going down, it's blue and yellow, alternating stripes?
Yeah, alternating. The first time I got this tattoo, when I first got it started, I was doing it because my friends were getting it done and I kind of wanted to get one done too. And then that was it, I didn't finish it. And that was 4 years ago, and now I'm finally coming in to finish what I started, because I'm really good at starting things but not so good at finishing things. So today I'm going to finish my tattoo finally, put some color in it, and be done. So I'm really excited, a little nervous. Let's see how it goes.
Okay. Do you want to take a look at that now?
Yep. I love it, Dutch. I like it a lot.
That's so rad. It feels so good to be done with that. When you work hard and you go through the pain, a lot of the times the end result is something beautiful.
I'm surfing because this is something that I wouldn't have done 5 years ago. It's just a really, really good feeling. It's almost spiritual. You get beat up a little bit, but it's a good beat up. It feels good. I get to feel that brief moment of serenity. I get to also feel that brief sense of accomplishment.
Yeah! There you go!
Come, ye saints.
It's kind of funny. I heard once in a meeting that a lady shared that she would say to herself every day in the mirror that I would marry you. It kind of sounds corny, but I can look at myself in the mirror today and say, you know, I would marry you.
Before I was just the gay Asian Mormon adopted bastard child, and then as years it turned into the gay adopted bastard child that became a drug addict, alcoholic, drug felon. Today I identify myself as a gay Asian American.
I'm getting better. I'm working on who Wade is today.
Your hearts will swell.